Welcome to another night of Monroe Central football. Tonight, the Seminoles are at Fleming Field in Shadyside, and the opponent, the Shadyside Tigers. Lovely night for football again. This is Jeff Stevens along with Dale Eddy, and we are minus Mrs. Eddy tonight, and so we're going to try to make it through. Both these teams, Monroe Central and Shadyside, coming off losses last week, so somebody's going to leave here with their first win. And neither team wants to go to 0-2. And other similarities, both teams looking for their first offensive touchdown of the year. Seminoles, of course, and we hate to keep reminding people of this, shut out a week ago by Magnolia. Shadyside a 14-7 overtime loser to Caldwell, and their only touchdown came on a punt return. Even though they did have a touchdown in overtime called back and then lost on about the next play on a pass interception.
And, Coach, no matter what the records are, even coming off of losses, both of these teams always seem to get up for each other. So, we know it's going to be an exciting ball game and one that I think you're going to enjoy watching. It's a nice evening, again, for us standing up here to watch a game, but I'm sure on the floor of the field it's really going to be hot.
Yeah, just very similar to the last week. And, in regard to the Shadyside, I know Coach Acosta mentioned Thursday night on the show, this almost seems to be like a do-or-die game for the Tigers. There's been a lot of years that some of the better Monroe Central and before that the better Woodsville teams struggled even against some mediocre Shadyside teams. This is kind of, the big game of the year for Shadyside. And, we kind of soften them up, I guess, and then Bellsville kind of finishes them off during the week 3 of the season. I don't think Coach Caldwell has ever thanked us for that.
Well, maybe he'll do that this evening.
I saw Coach Caldwell here earlier. The Blue Devils play Saturday evening at Bridgeport. So, if you just want to go see a football game on Saturday night, you might want to go see Bellsville at Bridgeport to get a chance to see what the Blue Devils have this year. So, as we prepare to start the game, it appears that Shadyside will kick off. Monroe Central will receive.
Somewhat of a small crowd. I'm kind of surprised on both sides. Maybe people haven't completely got filed into their seats yet, but not a real big crowd.
Well, we see a lot of people still filing in, and notice that there's a new set of bleachers over on the visitors' side here at Shadyside. And I guess after what we've been through over the years and with the new bleachers at our place, you kind of notice things like that. Number 26 is John Bobeck. He'll prepare to kick off. Nippert, Miller, and Woodby are deep. We have the whistle. And Bobeck's kick is away. It's high. It's short. Nippert at his own 17. He's to the 30. And he'll be dropped at the 30-yard line by a whole host of Tigers. So, Monroe Central will take over. 1st and 10. Looks like the ball will be at the 31-yard line. And I know there's a feeling, practice this week of trying to establish the ground game, take some of the pressure off of the rest of the offense. Derek Griffith will open at the quarterback position. He has a bruised hip. And before we ever get a snap off, we're going to get a flag and a whistle. And it will be an offside penalty against Shadyside. That's simply somebody coming out and lining up in the neutral zone. And, you'll take 5 yards the easy way before you ever have to snap it. But as I started to say, Griffith, nursing a bruised hip, will open the quarterback with 44 Shoemaker and 21 Josh Jones in the backfield. 1st and 5, first play of the game. It'll be Shoemaker. And not much up the middle. We'll see alternating slot backs at number 24, Ben Miller, and number 22, Josh Woodby. Number 88, Jesse Nippert is the wide receiver. On the front line, number 75, Heath Wells, 62, Robert Muntz, 50, Jeremy Beardmore, 61, Brad Demmerling, and 68, Tucker Roberts. Double tight end. Tight end is number 84, John Cecil. 2nd down and 3. Jones in motion. They'll pitch to Shoemaker, right side. Breaks the tackle. He'll get the first down across the 40. He'll be hit by number 24, Serge Gentile. So a good start here. 2 plays after the 5-yard penalty on the defense, and the Seminoles getting a first down. Again, we see Miller leaving and Woodby in with the play on his 1st and 10 ball at the 42-yard line. We have a slot formation to the right, backs in the eye. The tailback is Josh Jones. They'll pitch to Jones, left side. Tries to cut up. Gets to midfield. Nice run with some good blocking out front by Josh Jones. A very nice gain on first down to put the ball right on the 50-yard line. 7-yard pickup, maybe 8 on the play, 2nd down and 2. Jones will now check out after that run and catch a breather. And on this play, we'll see Nippert go into the backfield and line up as the tailback behind fullback Shoemaker. Matt Cole, number 7, is the wide receiver, split to the right. They'll give to Shoemaker right up the middle. He'll have the first down. And pulls another tackler for more yardage. Number 62 was hanging on. That's Travis Beckett for the Tigers. 43-yard line, 7 yards for Shoemaker. And as we said before we started, Coach Sarcosta emphasized the importance of the running game and wanting to establish that here early. Now you've set up a possible play-action pass. But, he wants to run the ball. And we must say that, Shadyside's defensive front presents much smaller individuals than Magnolia did last week. They'll sweep it to Nippert to the right. He'll cut back and get a yard, maybe at the best. 68, Kurt Glasser among the tacklers. And I think before the game, when they had their parents out here at Shadyside, and about half the roster, I think, was last name of Glasser, it seemed like. At least 3 of them, I think, was walking down from the same family group. So a good football family, obviously, in the Shadyside area. Wishbone formation. 2nd and 9. 2nd back is Miller. He'll break outside. Ben Miller, foot race to the end zone. Ben Miller, 10-5, touchdown, Ben Miller. No flags, 42 yards. Ben Miller, his first ever high school touchdown. And what a nice job getting Ben Miller off to a good start. And the first touchdown of the year belongs to Ben Miller. So a very nice move to the outside. Once Ben gets to the outside, he has some nice speed, and foot race was going to be won by Miller. So Darren Grubb will try the extra point out of a hold of Matt Cole. Tucker Roberts, the short stopper, and the kick is good. Darren Grubb converts the point. 8 minutes, 54 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Seminoles go 70 yards on their initial possession and lead 7-0.
Well, Coach, I'm sure that's what the coach was kind of hinting at when he said he wanted a better job by the up front men. We did that on the ground. Very nice job.
Almost the exact thing I was going to say there, Dale, is we kind of tried to step on each other, but that's exactly what the game plan was, to come out and, again, showing 3 different ball carriers, Shoemaker and Jones, 4 with Nippert also a carry in there, and the 4th different ball carrier of the drive was Ben Miller, and that's a 42-yard touchdown by Ben.
Yeah, great to see Ben get on the board here, and, maybe a confidence level here for Ben. Very nice young athlete, good-looking athlete. I get him involved.
Just earlier this week, with a couple of coaches, we were talking about, I've been around Ben for a few years in the sport of basketball, and Ben's been one, if he gets off to a good start, then great things happen. As we saw last year in the Bellsville game. But if he has some problems getting going, he kind of maybe struggles a little bit. So hopefully we can look for something big during the latter stages of this game out of Ben along with the other Seminoles. Darren Grubb is going to kick off. Looks like number 1, Jason Johnson, number 3, Travis Williams, and number 5, I believe, Corey Clark, deep for the Tigers. The kick is a line drive, be taken by nutback number 26. He'll be hit near the sideline. Looks like Matt Cole made the first tackle. Number 26 is John Bobeck. Bobeck just a sophomore, so pretty good field position for the Tigers at the 35-yard line. And what do you think of the nice bright orange uniforms supported by the Tigers? Usually when you come down here, they're in all black, but I can tell you from an announcing standpoint, the black numbers on that orange should be pretty easy to see as the night wears on. We'll look at the Seminole defense after this play. Number 14, Kernick pitches to Williams. He's going to have some running room on the far side. Wells and Nippert, I believe, on the tackle. But a big gain on first down by Shadyside. As Coach mentioned last night, Travis Williams has been a weapon for 4 years here at Shadyside, but we've not seen a lot out of him. A year ago in our home game, he was injured early in the game and did not play thereafter. 2 years ago down here as a sophomore, he was serving a school suspension and did not play. So Heath Wells is the nose guard or the middle guard, and we'll get the rest of the defense in a moment. 1st and 10. Kernick will give this side. Number 21 is the ball carrier, Charlie O'Donnell, and number 34, Adam Jones, made a big play for the loss. Adam Jones is the end on our near side. The end on the far side is number 84, John Cecil. Number 68, Tucker Roberts, and number 62, Robert Muntz, the front line. 21, Josh Jones, 44, John Shoemaker are the linebackers. 24, Ben Miller. 7, Matt Cole. 22, Josh Woodby. 88, Jesse Nippert, secondary. Seminoles playing more of a 2-deep secondary here today with Woodby and Nippert. 2nd down, 17. Kernick to throw. Quick out, complete to Johnson. Shoemaker will run him out of bounds around the 40-yard line. The defender, Miller, appeared to lose his footing, and that's a nice gain, about 15 yards. And almost a first down. It's going to be 3rd down, and, well, they're going to spot him down inside the 40. They're going to bring the chains across. We're going to have a measurement. And I don't think we had a measurement last week, did we? It's going to be kind of hard to see on the monitor there with the Shadyside sideline right in front. And it is a first down. So I guess the receiver, Johnson, was not out of bounds on the sideline there as we initially thought. They'll put the ball at the 38, and it is first down. And from a defensive standpoint, you don't want to give 7 points right back after
not at all.
Nice, impressive gain.
And you have 3 plays, 2 big plays, and then 1 great defensive play. Not exactly, I'm sure, what coach is looking for.
Yeah, you're not going to go far defensively if you make the play 1 of every 3 plays. The ball fake to Williams, the tailback. Kernick wants to throw. He'll complete it to the back. That's O'Donnell. Josh Jones, I believe, on the sideline. A little hard to see on that far sideline. I was looking there at the offensive formation of Shadyside, and the tailback, Williams, was lined up really deep, it seemed. He's about 8 to 9 yards back, and the fullback's about 5 yards back. It's a real deep formation by the Shadyside backs. But they'll give to Williams, and he'll be dropped by 62, Robert Muntz.
Ball carrier Travis Williams. Tackle made by. So
a nice penetration by Muntz from that tackle position. It's been nice to have Robert Muntz back. He was forced to sit out his junior year last year. And he's not played since his sophomore year. The senior is able to make the play. Robert Muntz, 5'10", 186-pound senior. So 2nd down and 13. We move inside 6 minutes 40 seconds left. Kernick to throw. He has some pressure and hit and incomplete. That's Williams with Adam Jones and Matt Cole here, and the ball was juggled around for several minutes or several seconds there, and different people had an opportunity, and Williams not able to make the play as he went down. But, the hit by Jones and Cole, that's going to bring up 3rd down and 13. The ball at the 27-yard line. And a probable passing situation by Koenig. He's 5'11", 172 pounds, and he's just a freshman. And we get some movement as Heath Wells comes across the line.
Flag on the field.
And looked like no movement. And Wells just a little over anxious there. And that's going to bring up now 3rd and more of a 8 situation. And I know I didn't see any movement there, but Heath just jumping the gun a little bit, kind of anxious to get after that quarterback. But you really don't want to give up 5 yards in this situation because this is 4-down territory. As if the Tigers are unsuccessful here, they probably will go for it, or certainly would go for it on 4th down. Koenig to throw, kind of slips. He'll be dropped by Wells. The ball was loose, but it's going to maintain possession for Shadyside, but Heath Wells with the sack. That's going to bring up 4th. I guess Heath gets back the 5 yards he gave up on the play before.
Yes, trying to retrieve himself there. Nice defensive job, Heath Wells. And you really can't blame an athlete for over-anxious move like that. He jumped across. And
let's give Wells credit then for not pouting for having a penalty and feeling sorry for himself. He went back and made the play. So now 4th and 12. Shadyside, 3 receivers, wide right. Koenig wants to throw. Rolling and rolling, rolling. He's going to throw complete. He's got a man. That's Johnson, and he's going to have his 1st down near the 10-yard line. And just a tremendous amount of time for the quarterback, Koenig, to look for a receiver. And you give a quarterback that much time to throw, he's going to eventually find someone. But good job on the play call by Shadyside to kind of roll him out away from pressure. And, he had some time. But that will be a 1st down for Shadyside, and they have put together a nice play of their own. Unlike the Seminole drive entirely on the ground, this Tiger drive has been accomplished mainly in the air. So it is 1st down from the 11. They'll sweep Williams. He'll be stopped. That's Adam Jones. The defensive end doing a nice job. He had some help from Cole and Shoemaker. And they're going to put him down at about the 11-yard line. As we're getting kind of in the corner there, we're a little hard from my vantage point to see. I'm sure your TV screen has a better picture than what I have right here at the moment. We go inside 5 minutes remaining in the 1st period.
2nd down, 11 at the 12.
That'll be a loss of a yard for Williams on that play. They'll make it 2nd down and 11. Ball on the 12-yard line. They'll send the receivers wide both sides. Backs in the eye. To fake the draw. Koenig setting up a screen. That's Charlie O'Donnell. And that's John Shoemaker makes the play. Shoemaker reading that screen, and maybe another loss on the play. And it will be another yard loss back to the 13-yard line, 3rd and 12. But, that's what you want your linebackers. In this case, it was Shoemaker and his colleague, Josh Jones, and get back there and read. And I think in our 2 linebackers, we have a couple of very good read and pursue type linebackers and probably the strength of the defense. 3rd and 12. Koenig to throw. And we're going to have whistles. As I really was not able to hear the whistle myself over the band playing just below us. And it will be an offensive penalty, false start or illegal procedure on a member of the offensive line for Shadyside. So that's 5 more yards back. That's going to make it 3rd and some 17 from the 18-yard line. But once again, probably 4-down territory from this position. I guess that Tigers could think field goal. If they would get some yardage back. We're not sure what their kicking game is this year. Their man Bobeck is their kicker, and he was last week was 1 for 1 on PATs. Koenig to throw. He sets the screen up again to Williams. He'll step away and get some yardage, and he gets a lot of yardage and be in the end zone. And I tell you, that 3rd and long situation, comes back to haunt once again because it looked like the play was going to be made. Williams stepping away and able to get to the end zone.
Mike Kearney's pass complete to Travis Williams.
And at 3:21 remaining in the first quarter, Williams into the end zone and we have a 7-6 game. And number 26, John Bobeck, will now get to try the kick, and this will be an extra point as Shadyside posts their first offensive touchdown of the year. Straight on kicker. It's down and didn't hit it at all, and it goes short and wide. And so the missed extra point enables the Seminoles to maintain the lead. 3 minutes, 21 seconds remaining in the first period. It has all the makings of an offensive shootout. Seminoles 7, Tigers 6.
Team for Monroe Central, Jesse Nippert, along with John Woodby and Ben Miller.
John Bobeck ready to kick off. He kicks it high and very short. Jones will take it at the 30-yard line. He'll get to the 41-yard line. So a very short kick, and nice job by Josh Jones fielding that kick and getting about 11 yards out of it. So very, very good field position for the Seminoles, for their second possession. 7-6 Seminoles leading. We're still in the first period. Second offensive possession by Monroe Central. Jeremy Beardmore out over center. And Derek Griffith. We'll see if the Seminoles keep everything on the ground. Wishbone formation. And that is Jones, and he has very little running room. Number 74 is Dan Hall. He's a senior, penetrated and made the play. A loss of a yard. Second down and 11.
Second down 11 at the 41.
So this might be the opportunity that we see the first Seminole pass of the game. As this ball being run. You kind of lull those defensive backs to sleep and maybe be able to get him with a big pass play. We'll get a slot with Nippert wide, and the slot man is Miller. And Griffith will throw. He's going deep, downfield. Nippert is complete. Nice catch by Jesse Nippert. They'll put him down at the 26-yard line, and that ball was well covered, and the ball was right where it had to be, well thrown. Nice extending himself out by Nippert to make that catch. They'll put him at the 27-yard line. 33-yard pickup on the first pass of the game. And that's the kind of effort you like to see by your receivers. And good play on both ends on the pass by Griffith and the catch by Nippert. First and 10, 27-yard line, Miller in motion. Shoemaker, the lone back, will get the pitch. He'll cut back. He's inside the 20. He's inside the 15, the 13-yard line. That's another first down. And you kind of like the way the things are happening here as far as the offensive standpoint.
Yeah, we could have used a couple of those from Jesse Nippert last week. That was a beautiful job catching that ball. Last week he had a little trouble locating the ball, so a good start.
We're at 1 minute, 40 seconds remaining in the first period. We'll get a movement in the backfield. There's the backs shift. And Shoemaker, simple dive, and he has almost 5 yards behind his offensive line. And you have to give credit to those big boys up on the offensive line there, Beardmore and Wells and Muntz and Demmerling and Roberts, along with Cecil. Just doing a nice job, opening up some holes, and big chunks of yardage being gained by the Seminoles thus far. A lot of changes being made here by the Tigers. Are more of a goal line defense as they get some bigger people in. And they have everybody up within 5 yards of the ball in this 2nd and 5 play, less than a minute. Shoemaker, he's going to be inside the 5. He's near the 3-yard line. This is going to be a first down.
John Shoemaker on the carry.
And again, that's an old bread and butter play there that we've seen Coach DeCosta use a lot with the 2 linemen on the left side pull, and a lot of blockers over there, and Shoemaker able to get his first down at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal at the 3. 40 seconds remaining in the quarter. Maybe one more play. And I'm sure the offensive line really worked hard this week, because I know Coach was not real pleased with the play of the offensive line last week, and has to be much more pleased this week. Jones in the end zone. Josh Jones, 3-yard touchdown. Jones with his first touchdown of the season. And again, just straight ahead and blow some people away. And great job by the right side of the offensive line and his lead backs. And the Seminoles on the board again, twice in the first period. And it's 13-6. Grubb will attempt the point out of the hold of Matt Cole and the snap of Roberts. The snap is good. The kick is down and looks good from here and is good. 18 seconds remaining in period number 1. It is Monroe Central 14, Shadyside 6.
Well, Coach, this is a nice way to start the game, but we don't want to just exchange touchdowns here.
No, there's too many bad things can happen if you get into that exchange of touchdowns if you would happen to flub up one time. You need now to come out in defense and say, okay, that first possession was a fluke, make a stop here and get the ball back and still have an 8-point lead. And hopefully your offense can continue to move. But, the pass defense is going to have to do a better job, because Shadyside has done a nice job on that opening possession throwing the football. So Grubb to kick. It looks like the deep backs are Johnson, Williams, and Clark. Last kick by Grubb was a little bit short. It went to one of the up backs. And we'll see if Darren can get into one here. Darren Grubb was one of the players that was kind of nursing some injuries this week in practice, a sore knee. It's a kick. It's going to hit and bounce. That's going to be Clark at the 15. He gets the outside and be dropped. That's number 30. That's Brad Ludwig on the special teams, making the solo tackle at the, looks like the 28-yard line. So good job by Brad Ludwig, 5'8", 150-pound junior. And that's where you like to see some young men not getting an opportunity on the regular offense and the regular defense to step in there on the special teams and get some playing time and do a nice job. So clock reading 9 seconds remaining in the first period. The quarterback, once again, the freshman, Kernick. Little mix-up in the backfield. He rolls to the left, has some trouble, going deep, and has a man deep and complete. Foot race and end zone touchdown. Number 24, that's Serge Gentile, was several steps behind the secondary, and all he had to do was catch it and go to the end zone. Looked like Kernick had some pressure as he threw the ball, but just a half a step late getting there, and big play. That's about 72, 73 yards on that completion. Shadyside now will most likely go for 2 to try to tie the game. That makes it 14-12. Their failed conversion before forcing them to go for 2. And that was the last play of the quarter, but not exactly the way we wanted to finish the quarter. Kernick under center. He has 4 wide receivers. Trips right, single wide receiver to the left. Single back, Kernick to throw. He's getting some pressure. His throw is short. He had some pressure from Roberts. They forced him to throw off the back foot. So the extra point is no good. So if anything good has happened, it's the 2 plays defensively to stop extra points. We played one period from Shadyside's Fleming Field. Score Monroe Central 14, Shadyside 12.
As time passes, your needs change. Woodsfield Savings and Loan has changed to meet those needs. At the Woodsfield Savings Bank, we know your schedule requires a drive-through and night deposit box. You want convenient parking, direct deposit, and automatic payments. At our new location on State Route 78, we want to meet your needs for a home mortgage, car loan, checking, and savings account. Our name and location have changed, but we're still here to serve our community and to help you to grow. The Woodsfield Savings Bank.
A good football team works together, helping each other to do their best.
A good insurance company works together too, showing you the best coverage for you and your family.
A winning football team shares the glory. The running back needs those blockers to make that long run to the end zone.
A winning insurance agency represents several companies, so you have personally designed coverage to take you wherever you need to go.
The Monroe Central Seminoles have a winning tradition.
And FW Shoemaker has a winning tradition of service, integrity, and customer satisfaction.
Two local traditions that keep on going.
Woodsfield Ashland sells pure gasoline, diesel fuel, and kerosene, and they're pure Seminole fans. Join these Woodsfield Ashland fans in their newly expanded dining room for a fabulous lunch, supper, or snack. Try some hot pizza, delicious Caesar sandwiches, salads, or cheese sticks, and top it all off with Kirk's homemade ice cream. The Hoffs invite you to follow the Seminoles throughout football season. And follow the Noles to the Ashland because
Ashland has the best food in town.
Okay, Shadyside shifting. They're going to try an onside kick, and the ball's
loose.
Looked like a Seminole got on that ball. We'll see as they get up who is on that.
Who it was up front from Monroe Central, but they did fall on the football as Shadyside swept all of its right side.
I'm not real certain.
Not too sure.
To whomever got on that ball, great job, and I'm sorry I couldn't tell for sure who that was.
And a roll of the dice by Coach John Prince, and he'll do that from time to time.
It was 60-something. I don't know. Could have been Tucker Roberts. Could have been Brad Demmerling. Not real certain. But excellent field position at the 50-yard line. And kind of rolling the dice by Coach Grinch and the Tigers. Griffith wants to throw. He's going deep. He's looking for Nippert.
Oh, just a little long.
Griffith trying to hit Nippert deep.
We want to welcome tonight here, Coach. We have Jason Jones running the camera for us. You know, he done a lot of camera work. This is the first time he's done this for us, but welcome, Jason. Just shake the camera.
So second down and 10. Coach Sarcosta kind of reaching into the bag of tricks for the big play there to try to get that long strike back that Shadyside hit us with at the end of the first quarter. Running play.
Second man through Jones, I believe. No, can't be because he's standing there.
Woodby. Yes, Josh Woodby again on the play, and he becomes the fifth different ball carrier tonight by the Seminoles, and it's not, and that does not include Derek Griffith yet, who has not taken off on any scrambles. So a lot of weapons there, and a pretty nice job by Jones, by Woodby, keeping the feet going, getting about 5 yards.
Yeah, you just don't want to get in a situation where the big play dictates the evening.
And this is the first time the Seminoles really been in a third and long situation, and like we said earlier, you don't want to give the ball back in what looks like is going to be a high-scoring offensive shootout.
Second man, that's Jones.
Outside, and he's tripped
up.
And is going to be just short. And decision time by Coach Sarcosta on fourth down and about a yard. Just shy of the 40-yard line, and the ball needs to get just across the 40.
I would think here he would 10-45, 14-12. Personally, like to see him go for it.
And
what's your opinion?
I don't think there's any decision really to be made. Matt Cole coming in. When you've moved the ball successfully on the ground, I think it's worth the gamble. Because no matter where you give Shadyside the ball back, it looks like they're going to score anyway. I guess that's the negative way to look at that. Hopefully that will not be the case. Hopefully this fourth down, 1. Shoemaker has the first down and much, much more. He's across the 35, well, just shy of the 35, but about 6 yards 5 yards on that 4th down play, and that's why I really don't think there was a lot of decision made. You were in that 4th down really after taking a chance with the pass on 1st down, but then you were able to get your 10 yards on 3 running plays.
And probably here you're going to kick the ball, and they're going to get it on the 20 anyway, so, take a chance. And it's turned out well. 9 minutes, 59 seconds.
I don't think Coach had to think too long about that. They'll give it to Shoemaker again.
Shoemaker
on his
loose,
feet.
picking his way through.
And there's, and back to that 4th down call also, Dale. There's only been about 1 or 2 plays thus far that have went for less than a couple of yards. So you just kind of liked your odds on that previous play.
Yes, exactly.
Shoemaker getting 6 yards.
Good to see Shoemaker in there carrying the ball tonight. He's had a couple of nice plays. That one of them. So everybody getting involved.
2nd down and 4. Shoemaker again. Counter back. He's to the 30 or the 25-yard line, and that may be good for the 1st down. We'll see who the mark is. 1st down.
Van Dyke kind of tripping him up. Looked like he was coming open there and had fairly decent yardage ahead of him and was tripped up, but he did get the 1st down.
We're going to get a stoppage of play as Shadyside is going to spend their first timeout and talk about things defensively. And 14-12 Seminoles, both teams with 2 possessions, both teams with 2 touchdowns. The difference being 2 Darren Grubb extra points.
And Coach, looking at the Shadyside Tigers, you got a quarterback there, number 14. Yeah, there he is. 5'11", 172-pound freshman. Now they have a couple freshmen that they're really high on here at Shadyside.
At the beginning of the year, they thought that number 16, Jim Amato, was going to be the starting quarterback, a sophomore. He finished the year last year as their starting quarterback, but he had an injury during the August practices, and Koenig was able to get the job and keep it, and has done nothing tonight to prove that it shouldn't be his job.
Yes, and it's always hard when you have a program like Shadyside who's had such a successful quarterback in their midst for so long, and now somebody coming up, it's going to take some initiating. I
think our fans will remember that, in previous years, Brad Lewis, the Shadyside quarterback, was an exceptional passer and just really was not surrounded by an outstanding group of receivers during his time here, but he's on full ride scholarship at WVU and is 2nd or 3rd on their depth chart at WVU, so obviously he knew a little something about it.
Yes.
So on this 1st down and 10 play, the ball at the 25-yard line in Shadyside territory. This will be Jones. He'll bounce outside and have some big running room. Still on his feet.
He's going to go in.
He's all the way to the end zone.
Well, we can see that right on the screen, Coach, as he just kind of picked his way through the orange shirts. A nice job for Josh Jones.
3 possessions, 3 Seminole touchdowns.
And 8 minutes, 51 seconds remaining in the half.
And you say you can see that right on the screen, so that means nice job, Jason. See, I told you filming football was easy. Like I know what I'm talking about, like I've ever filmed football before. So, can anybody here stop anybody? I guess that's the saying. We've had 5 offensive possessions in the game and 5 touchdowns. Grubb, extra point, snaps a little high. He gets it down, line drive, and it's through. Darren Grubb is 3 for 3. 8 minutes, 51 seconds remaining before half. Monroe Central 21 and Shadyside 12.
Now, Coach, coming to Shadyside this evening with both of them coming off of a loss last week, I don't think I would have expected this much scoring this early in the game.
Well, I think, not that I expected this, but I really expected the offense to move the ball better.
I expected ours to, yeah. Yes. I'm a little surprised at Shadyside.
Yes, I am a little bit surprised, because overall last week our defense did a nice job. Magnolia was not able to maintain any drives, but again, really Shadyside hasn't maintained, a pretty nice drive, but a couple big plays in the first series. Their second series, again, another big play, which, the 3rd huge play for a touchdown that the defense has given up this year.
So exactly. Last week, I really thought there was 4 plays in that Magnolia game that really broke our back. 3 of them went for a touchdown, and the 4th one, was a beautiful pass play that, as effective as a touchdown, really broke us. So you don't want to get in the habit of accepting the big play and putting yourself under like this.
Of course, at this point, we've traded touchdowns, and the difference really being we have converted extra points and they have not. But as we said earlier, you don't want to get into a trade off of scores. So Grubb will kick off. It's a line drive, nice kick in the middle. That's Williams at about his own 10-yard line. And he'll be hit by
Johnny
Shoemaker and brought down. Still
Adam Jones.
Nice return, though, by Williams. So Shadyside in pretty good shape. So put the ball on their own 34-yard line. But now Coach Singleton, I'm sure, has made some changes here and try to do something, from the defensive standpoint to make a stop.
Not saying the defense has done anything that much wrong, but just
hopefully between Coach Singleton, Coach Sherman down on the sideline, Coach Briggs up and next to us in the booth here has seen something and made a couple of changes. We've got a stop and play before there. Now we're ready to go. Shadyside will send two receivers to the right, and Koenig will hand off.
I believe that's Williams.
It looks like Shoemaker and Cole on the play. Also Adam Jones, and I believe it was Williams. We'll give him 3 yards on the play to the 37-yard line.
Still 8 minutes and 20 seconds remaining in this half, and it's only a little after 8 o'clock.
Well,
moving right along.
If you like offensive football and scoring and that, this is the place to be. But I would like to see the white-clad Seminoles step up and make a couple plays here. Koenig will throw. He's setting up a swing pass. He overthrows his intended receiver Travis Williams, and there's 3 defenders right there. And I don't really think that he would have been able to get much there if he had caught that ball.
There wasn't much there.
So 3rd down and 7. But again, some nice pursuit. Again, I didn't catch all those numbers there, but I think Josh Jones was there. So 3rd down and 7. And most likely a passing situation by the Tigers. A slot to the right, wide receiver left. Koenig will drop and will throw. Going across the middle, incomplete. Williams was his intended receiver. Jones and Shoemaker were in the area, but the ball was thrown behind his receiver. So there's a 3 plays and out situation, helped by a couple incomplete passes. So now you get a chance to get that ball back, as Nippert and Woodby will go deep to return this punt of Williams.
A little more of what I'm sure the coaching staff wanted out of the defense.
So now, nice punt return and get the offense to maintain. The snap is good. Williams kicks it. It's a line drive and a nice kick over the head of Woodby. And Nippert starts to pick it up, and now will pick it up back inside his own 10.
It's going to be a foot race coming to this
side. He's on the outside, but there's going to be a clip. He'll run out of bounds at the 21-yard line. But we have a flag down where the play started, and Josh Woodby is going to be nailed with a clipping call, I'm afraid. And that's going to put the ball back inside the 5-yard line to start this drive. So now, definitely, the poorest field position of the night. So we will see what the offense can do from this position, and that is a clipping call.
Right in front of the side judge on the far side.
So that'll put the ball back just inside the 5, about the 4-yard line. And that's one there was that ball hit and rolled, and once you let punts hit and roll, then bad things usually happen. The thing is you must catch that ball in the air. Yes. And credit to the punter, Williams, whose line drive kick went over top of Woodby's head.
Yeah,
it really wasn't much chance for anybody to catch it.
But anytime you're backtracking to pick up the ball, it doesn't look good. So we're kind of deep in a hole here. 7 minutes, 40 seconds, 21-12. Advantage Knowles.
We'll just have to make a nice 95-yard drive here.
Yeah, there you go.
Wishbone formation. First back.
Nice hole.
And Shoemaker will have most of the yardage on the back. For most of your first down yardage, it's going to be a pickup of about 8 yards, 2nd and 2. But that's a straight-ahead run right there. That's your center, Beardmore, and your guards, Demmerling and Muntz. Most likely doing great work on a play like that to get that gain of 8 yards on first down.
Shoemaker involved.
So wing formation, both ends are tight.
Coming to the side, Shoe again.
He'll keep his feet, get outside.
Nice
He'll have his
back
first
step
down.
there. Didn't get much out of that, but he did a nice job sidestepping, getting back to the middle, and first down. They're going to put that on about, what, 18-yard line, 17-yard line?
Looks like about the 18-yard line. So that can, one first down. Now one more first down will get you out of the hole. So if at worst you have to punt, then you at least have some field position to work with. Again, double tight end, power I formation in the backfield. The tailback,
second man through, Jones. Tripped up again right at the line. Didn't pick up a number.
And we have a stoppage of play and a late flag, I believe, come into the pile. That's usually not a good sign.
Glasser on the
dead
stop.
ball, personal foul, Shadyside,
Ooh.
and not a good sign for the defense. They
Glasser.
come in after the play. I'm not sure what
I
happened.
didn't see exactly what happened. No.
One of the Shadyside people come in and obviously made a late hit or something there. 15-yard step up from the end of the play. So now all of a sudden, Monroe Central out to the 36-yard line. And there's that second first down, and now you've got field position, so now the offense can go to work and hopefully put together another nice drive and get on the board. 6 minutes, 21 seconds left in the second quarter, 21-12.
That's only
Monroe
the third
Central.
penalty, I believe, in the ball game, if I count right.
Third play of this drive.
Dive play, Jones.
Some power there, pushing forward for 4 yards.
Josh Jones in the ball carrier. Stopped by Adam Hartley.
Ball right on the 40-yard line. Second down and call it 6. 4-yard pickup. And it seems like, except with about 2 plays, the Seminole offense has been able to pick up 5, 6, 7, 8 yards on every play. So slot to the right, backs in the eye. Shoemaker.
Quick hit again. Picks up
Only
a couple.
A couple yards that time by Shoemaker. He'll be to the 42-yard line. This will bring up a third down play. They'll put it at the 42. Third down and 3. As the ball needs to get over the 45, about the 46-yard line. Not a lot of big third down plays that have been necessary by the Seminoles so far tonight. Earlier the drive before, Seminoles going for it on 4th down out in the middle of the field. So third down and 3. Nippert
Looking to pass.
Griffith to throw, going downfield.
Oh, just a little long.
Johnny Cecil, the intended receiver, downfield. The ball just overthrown. So 4th down, and I think from this position on the field, you're on 42-yard line. We'll see Heath Wells on to attempt his first punt tonight. So Wells the punt. But again, a couple first downs to give you a little bit of field position, and with that 9-point lead, it's not. Your defense didn't make a stop last time, so maybe this will settle down into a little bit of a defensive
4
game.
minutes, 37 seconds. Hopefully you can hold it.
Roberts will snap. Wells kicks. End over end. Not bad. 20-yard line is Williams. 25. Josh Jones may have had a hand on a foot. Looks like Jeremy Beardmore also in on the play.
26 remaining second quarter.
61 Brad Dimmerling, I believe, also getting up from the bottom of that pile.
As I look defensively, as we line up this time, looks like Jeremy Beardmore is going to stay in for Tucker Roberts on this possession. He'll play the tackle on the right side as they rotate linemen, try to give a breather to some people. So we'll see what the defense can do. First down, 30-yard line for Shadyside. They'll
pressure. There we go.
Ball's loose. The ball is loose. Josh Jones forces the fumble.
Didn't see who got in
Looks like
Josh
number
Jones
75.
with a big hit here coming back. And
Looks like Keith Wells, 75, making the recovery. Well, the PA man said Adam Jones.
Well, I didn't see it, so I don't know.
I was looking at the hit.
I was looking at Jones.
Josh Jones made the hit and forced that ball loose.
But we're in great position
and I kind of
here.
lost the play down on the sideline in front of the Shadyside bench, but it is a recovery.
4 minutes and 20 seconds. We got 1st and 10 here in great field position. Be a good time to punch it over.
4:20. Shoemaker. Not
Shoemaker.
much.
He's got orange shirts hung all over him.
But still, a yard or two on that play. It looked like there was nothing there. And it looks like Shadyside maybe kind of stacking up the middle a little bit. So we'll see what happens with the next play call, where you may get a Jones or a Miller bouncing to the outside.
Stacking that middle, I believe, was number 62, Travis Beckett, 6'2", 190 pounds.
So again, wishbone
Senior.
formation.
Full house backfield, Jesse Nippert, one-on-one coverage over on the far end of the field.
Jones, he'll try to bounce outside. He has running room.
He cuts it back.
Knocked
Ball.
out right inside the 15 to the 10.
Nah, ball's not loose. Thought the ball popped loose there, but I guess not. But he got a nice gain.
Travis Williams in at the tackler.
And as we said, it looked like Shadyside maybe had stacked up the middle a little bit, so now send a second back.
Must be down to about
And
the
Jones,
8-yard line if I can
and
see
nice
right
gain.
from here.
Again, Shadyside changes several people as they put a goal line type defense in. First down, looks like the nose of the ball would be inside the 10, about the 9, maybe close to the 8-yard line. First and goal. You can always tell if it's first and goal when they put the yard to gain markers down on the sideline. So that is first and goal. Jones
Off to
bounces
this
outside
side.
and will get to the end zone. Yes, he will. Somebody had a hand on him, but he was able to fall into the end zone. His second touchdown of the night.
Boy, and Shadyside has got their feet in this first half, sideline to sideline.
I stop and think. I can't remember. There's 4 touchdowns in the first half. I'm not sure if I can remember who scored all of them.
Well,
But that was Jones.
Jones got that one. Miller had one.
8-yard scamper for Josh Jones, and that's his 3rd touchdown already.
You know all those people out there watching. They know
that.
Why can't you guys remember that? Darren Grubb
Dave
will
over
try
on
his
radio
4th
told us
extra
so.
point.
7 to 12 now as Grubb will attempt the
The
extra.
kick is down,
And
and it looks like it's
again.
right through there. And Darren Grubb is 4 for 4. So
27-12, Coach.
3:05 left before halftime, and they're a little tardy putting that point up. That's 28 to 12.
Yep. I never was good at math, but we'll take it.
But you have to be pleased with the job the offensive line and the backs have done here. With
Well,
I think one for 2 maybe passing, or 1 for 3, and and it was a big gain on the one completion. But the offensive line has just opened up some great holes. Shoemaker and Jones in
Defense the
particular.
last 2 times doing a great job. We had a great hit there by Josh Jones, pumping the ball loose. There had been no movement on that play anyway. We got the ball down in great position, 3:05. We're on the board again. And this is turning into a thoroughbred race.
Well, I just hope that the defense can continue to do the job and force the 3 plays and out and punt, and then force the fumble. And with 3:05 left before halftime, that they can make one more stop and not let Shadyside get something on the board to go in at halftime. You have them down, you have to keep them down.
That's it.
Back deep for the Tigers at the 10-yard line. 3:05 left, second quarter. Seminoles come out firing on all cylinders.
So for the 4th time tonight, Darren Grubb will kick off. Williams is the deep back in the middle for the Tigers.
And Grubb this time.
Grubb's kick is a line drive right at Williams at the 12-yard line.
By Johnson.
He pulls it to this side.
He'll break away from one tackle, try to get outside, and be brought out of bounds by Ledwig, number 30, again, making his 2nd special teams tackle of the evening.
Second special teams tackle. But pretty decent field position here again for Shadyside.
They'll put the ball,
Their 35-yard line.
and it's hard to say exactly where the ball is going to be as they put it down right on the 35-yard line.
We're at 2 minutes 57 seconds to the halftime. Quite a shootout here at Shadyside.
Balmy evening here at Shadyside.
Koenig under center, the freshman, will drop and throw. He has some
A lot
pressure.
of pressure.
That's Heath Wells.
Heath Wells.
Number 75, Heath Wells,
Big
almost
loss.
all alone, running back there, making the play.
Koenig all the way back to the 23-yard line.
Loss of some 12 yards on the play.
Wow, lots of limit on that quarterback sack, and Heath Wells again.
Now's when the defensive secondary really has to stay on their toes and not allow a big play to let the Shadyside offense get that yardage back.
Yeah, don't ruin what they've just accomplished.
Kids from Monroe Central, they have really fired off the ball.
So second down and 22 yards to go. They'll have a pair of wide receivers, one to the left, one to the right. Koenig will drop the throw, fake the draw, setting up the screen.
A lot of pressure.
He'll flip it out to Williams.
Williams
He drops the ball.
Wow,
Williams looking to turn and go, and forgot to pick up the ball.
Looking to turn up before he had possession of the football. Incomplete pass, third down and long. But it looked like Koenig may have allowed the pressure to come at him a little bit too much there, but still nice play and able to get the ball out there, but Williams just not able to make the play. So third and 22. And one would imagine a pass would be in order again for the Tigers. They've not run the ball very much tonight. Again, Koenig will drop straight back. He's going deep.
He's going to go deep.
He's got four people. Incomplete.
Ben Miller coming back to the ball, got a hand on it, but
number 24, Gentile, on the intended receiver, number 24 for the Seminoles. Miller was there, tried to make the play, but the ball got over his hand, and Gentile had an opportunity to make that catch. So you really, in that situation, don't want the receiver to get behind you. But it was incomplete. Fourth and long, Shadyside punt. Williams will look to kick. Nippert deep. Would be about 15 yards in front of him. He kicks a line drive and not able to make the play, but Nippert will pick it up at the 34-yard line. He'll get to the right side, 40, 45. He's across midfield. And a pretty decent
couldn't make
return.
that cut back. He was trying to cut back to the middle. He had Ben Miller on the outside with a block. And so he gets the ball back in good field position. They're going to put it here on the 47-yard line.
18-yard return by Nippert as he took the ball off the bounce. Made a nice return. You've got 144 and 3 timeouts. And right now,
possible.
You're definitely going to take a shot at the end zone here, but I'm sure you're going to do most of your work on the ground with 3 timeouts left. There's no sense to change.
You don't want to give up a big play here for sure.
Yeah, don't change what's been working. Wishbone formation again. We've seen quite a bit of that tonight. They'll give
Josh
Jones
Jones,
outside.
right
He's got some
side,
running
nice
room.
block.
Lots of
Cuts
running
it to the
room.
outside.
Inside to 30, 25. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line, the far side.
Number 24 on the stop, Serge Gentile.
26 yards on the pickup by Jones.
That's
so
been
now
a nice play this
couple
evening for the Knowles.
Nice Jones carries. Yeah, I think that's a similar play to the right as what we saw Ben Miller break on the opening possession to the left.
I hope I didn't hit anybody, but I just killed a wasp. And we're standing here under these lights, and
all of a sudden we've been invaded on these lights up above here. Coach Grinch will call a timeout for his Tigers. They'll have one remaining.
Well, at a minute 28, Coach, he didn't want to give up another score. That could be devastating, 28-12 already, and you give up another score going in at halftime. That's a big deal.
Right now you're down 16 points. 2 touchdowns with conversions can get you back in the game. But if you go down a third touchdown at halftime, even though you're a passing team and have had some success passing, when the defense knows you're going to pass, you can look for those guys up front, in particular Wells and some of his buddies to come at that quarterback hard.
Yeah. Well, it is a nice evening, Coach, but these bugs, I don't know whether it's down here on the river or I'm about to turn the light out. We don't need to see our papers that bad.
Makes it tempting to hit that light switch over there because they are all over you and all over me and our monitor and maybe our camera too.
I just don't like the ones who want to share my shirt with me. Those are the ones that bother me.
Maybe that's a price we pay for the temperature that we have tonight. First and 10, ball at the 22-yard line. Again, we'll go to that same formation that has been successful, and that's a wishbone right with Nippert on the right side. He's near the sideline.
Resume play, first and 10.
They'll give it to the up back, Shoemaker, and we'll get a timeout by Monroe Central, I'm quite certain. And Shoemaker calling the timeout.
Bell on
Still
the
on
stop.
first down, down to the 17-yard line. A near 5-yard pickup.
They marked it 2nd and 3, but that surely can't be right. But quick timeout here, Coach.
And looking at the chains on the far side, I'd call it 5 yards in 2nd and 5. But once again, we'll see if that works.
I'll see if that works.
We'll see if anybody comes and yells at us for turning out the light here. Maybe at halftime we'll sneak over.
Dave and Lance don't need to see it.
We'll sneak over next door here and we'll turn off Coach Briggs's light at halftime. He'll never know the difference.
Coach Briggs' light's been out for a long time.
Chuck, that was
he's coming after me.
Dale Eddy that said that. That was Dale Eddy that said that, Chuck. I just want to make sure you know that.
Coach Briggs is one of my favorite people. When I come with the camera, he loves to hide. He's a challenge.
2nd down and 5. 1:20 left before halftime. 2 timeouts remaining for the Seminoles.
Jones off the right side again and picks up a couple, 3.
We'll get another stoppage of play.
Tackle by Dan Hall.
This time the timeout is a Monroe Central timeout.
There should be one timeout playing, but the scoreboard credited that last timeout to Shadyside.
Yeah.
I believe that that would have been a Monroe Central timeout. So I
it makes
believe,
more sense. I wouldn't think that Shadyside
in that situation,
would
I would not think they would stop the clock that quickly after a running play in the middle of the field. So I'm going to say both teams have one timeout remaining.
Well, the minute 12.
With the ball at the
16-point advantage. You're Shadyside, you don't want to go down another touchdown. If you're Monroe Central, you definitely would like to. It looks kind of in the control seat here.
Yeah, it looks there like the nose of the football, or as the length of the football is just inside the 15-yard line. 3rd down and about 3. So again, with a timeout remaining, 1:12 on the clock, you can do some different things. You like to stay with something on the ground.
Last time on the 3rd down, we went to a pass play. I don't know that you'll see that here again. 4th down territory, you might see them go for that long pass, pick up a quick score here.
But the offensive line has done a tremendous job, and you need to get that first down before you do anything else on this 3rd and 3 play. Again, we'll stay in the wishbone right formation. Griffith will hand to Griffith will keep and get to the outside and get a first down, get to the 10, and get to about the 8, maybe the 7-yard line.
That's the first time we've seen that, and Derek Griffith.
And it's something I really expected to see out of the Seminoles this year. But
looks like he came up a little bit lame.
It may have been a penalty or a price to pay for that, as Griffith may have taken a blow to that bad hip that he has. And he's going to stay in there. The clock's still running at 57 seconds. And you kind of wonder if that was the play call, with the tenderness of the hip injury to Derek Griffith. But it is a first down. They'll give to Shoemaker. They'll try to bounce it to the right, and not much there. He's still on his feet, but not much there. They're going to use a timeout, and I believe that's Monroe Central's last timeout. Looks like John is inside the. It looks like they'll mark him right on the 5-yard line.
34 seconds remaining in this first half, as it's been an exciting
down
half.
And goal from the 5. And in this situation, you don't know how much they've got a chance to work on this type of thing. Whether you have 2 plays called on the sideline now, whether they, if you would happen to throw a pass, it would be incomplete, or get out of bounds on a running play, then you'd be able to go back and huddle up. But otherwise, you're going to have to hurry here. And with no timeouts remaining,
As a
Even though the scoreboard still is credited with 2, which would be nice to still have, but I'm almost certain that the Seminoles would have no timeouts remaining.
Defensively for Shadyside, and you've got to stack the line of scrimmage for where Monroe Central's done a lot of the damage.
And hopefully this timeout will allow Griffith to kind of get his wind back from taking the hit to that hip injury. He didn't practice on Tuesday, but basically the doctors felt like he wasn't doing himself any harm. It's just if you could stand the pain when you got hit there.
Don't see Doc Snyder on the sideline this evening. I don't know if he's over there or not.
34 seconds remaining.
Got time here for probably
Second
a couple
down.
plays.
They'll pitch. Jones, right side, near the sideline, and he'll get in the end zone. Yes, he is. I saw some signals by the stat crew over there as touchdown, but I didn't see a striped shirt go up with the arms right away. But it is a touchdown for Josh Jones. And a nice job by the offensive line getting out there, and a good effort to extend into the end zone on that side far away from us by Josh Jones. That coming with 28 seconds left.
And that was a big one, 34-12.
Darren Grubb on for his 5th extra point. Now it looks like the Seminoles will go for 2.
Wow. The Seminoles now going for 2. Slot receivers off the right side of the formation.
So you have 2 receivers wide to the right, and Griffith to throw.
Back, rolling right, looking
The throw incomplete.
Oh, good. Williams on a hit just as
Johnny
Adam
Cecil.
Jones.
Johnny Cecil was the intended receiver and had the hand on the ball, but a big hit applied by, I think it was, you said Travis Williams, number 3. So at 28 seconds remaining, 34-12. And you might say, why go for 2 there? But I think the feeling is that 2-point conversion puts you up by 24 points, and 3/8 it takes to catch you.
Exactly. But at least a much more comfortable feeling here, Coach, is 34-12, 28 seconds. Monroe Central up.
I hear the fire siren or the E-Squad siren going off here in Shadyside. I wonder if that's kind of poetic, if the way things have happened to the defense of Shadyside tonight, they may be calling in some reinforcements.
That's good. Letters can go to Jeff Stevens.
So far tonight, it's been a lot more fun than last week.
Yes, yes.
We kind of run out of things to talk about last week. And with the way things are going, we may run out of things to talk about tonight. But, we still have a half of football to play, so we don't want to get too carried away. But you have to like what's happened during the first 24 minutes of play as the Seminoles with 34-12 lead. And we're looking at the stats here and getting a nod of approval from beside us here. That is 4 touchdowns for Josh Jones after the first one by Ben Miller. It's a squib kick, and one of the up backs will take it, and he'll be hit by Shoemaker and dropped to the ground. That's number 7, Neil Bell on the return, but Shoemaker on the play. 22 seconds left.
As it's called here in Shadyside. So they got 22 seconds to do something here. They're down 34-12.
They can mispronounce Shoemaker or Schumacher all they want, but they've sure got the name Jones right many times tonight. A great first half by Josh Jones and the whole offensive line. So Koenig will throw. He's going downfield, complete to his receiver, number 24.
And he gets out of bounds. Gentile coming out to 24.
Miller brings him down as he goes out of bounds at the 48-yard line. 16 seconds left. And I think Shadyside may have a timeout left. Again, even though the scoreboard has no timeouts left for Shadyside, our count is that they do have 1 left. So 16 seconds. The ball at the 48-yard line. Koenig will throw again. He's scrambling away for some pressure.
He's going to let it go.
Gets a hit as a throw. And
Matt
it's
Cole was
incomplete.
there.
Matt Cole was closest on the far sideline. Woodby was also there. Looks like Johnson was the intended receiver, but number 50, Jeremy Beardmore, and number 84, John Cecil,
Really
had some
good
pressure
pressure.
there, and Cecil getting a hit in on the quarterback as he threw the ball. And if you can get a clean hit in on that quarterback as he throws it, that'll do you some good on down the road.
Yes. 8 seconds left in this first half.
So one more play anyway.
One more heave of the football.
Maybe two, depending on the type of throw that it is. At second down from the 48. It might as well be second and 52 for the Tigers. Koenig wants to throw. He'll step up and be sacked.
And he's going to be sacked.
Again. That's Heath Wells
Heath
with
Wells.
his second sack of the night. And time will run out, and it is halftime. 34-12, Seminole lead. We'll have the band coming up next, and we didn't mention last week that band under the direction of their new director, Mr. Brad Ritchie.
Are your car or truck tires unbearable? If sporty high-performance tires are what you need, come to Monroe Tire for Kelly Chargers. Top quality radios at low prices. And before those autumn rains put you in a tailspin, ask us about Kelly Aqua Tours. Don't go to Africa to find a Safari all-weather radios, that is. They're right here at Monroe Tire. So whatever you need, winter treads, new, used, or retread tires, even brake work, computer alignment, and spin balancing, or shocks and struts, it's all here at Monroe Tire in Woodsfield.
We offer the future. Ohio University Eastern means value. OUE offers you 5 four-year degree programs, master's programs, and a state-of-the-art athletic center on campus. Ohio University Eastern means professionalism. The student-to-faculty ratio is 15-1, and over 60% of OUE's instructors have doctorate degrees. Ohio University Eastern means opportunity. The affordable education you get at OUE will open the doors to your future. Call Ohio University Eastern today at 1-800-648-3331.
Traveling hundreds of miles for therapy can be emotionally and physically draining and very costly. Woodsfield Nursing and Rehabilitation Center now offers outpatient and inpatient therapy for all ages, including orthopedic and sports rehab, as well as physical, occupational, and speech. Coming soon, in-home respiratory therapy and durable medical equipment for sale or rent, such as hospital beds, oxygen supplies, ostomy supplies, and much more. Watch for future updates at Woodsfield Nursing and Rehab. You have so many commitments in your life and so many decisions to make about your future and theirs, like buying a house, saving for college, making investments, or planning for retirement. At Ormet Credit Union, we're committed to knowing current trends in finance and committed to sharing these methods with our members to help you make better financial decisions. So whether you're college-bound, raising children, or planning for retirement, let Ormet Credit Union help you find financial success, because our commitment is you. Dr. and Mrs. Heckert are proud to make Monroe County their home and to serve as your hometown family doctor, along with experienced nurses and a nurse practitioner affiliated with Marietta Memorial Hospital.
We're back ready for the third quarter kickoff. First half, all Monroe Central. If you just joined us, that's 34-12 lead by the Seminoles. Darren Grubb will kick off to start the third period. Real quick, you had some stats here, courtesy of Lance next door here with the WBNV radio people, and he stresses the fact that these are unofficial. But Josh Jones in the first half, 13 carries, 103 yards, 4 touchdowns. John Shoemaker.
Great job.
John Shoemaker, 15 carries for 81 yards. Ben Miller, 1 carry, 42 yards and a touchdown. Derek Griffith, 1 of 3 passing, 33 yards. That's to Neppert. And the Seminole defense holds Shadyside to minus 18 yards rushing thanks to 4 sacks for minus 29 yards. Grubb's kickoff picked up by O'Donnell. Ludwig forces him out of bounds at the 42-yard line, it appears. But just quickly, as I want to mention, Shadyside, their freshman quarterback, 7 of 13, 153 yards for Koenig. His leading receiver, also a freshman, Gentile, number 24, with 2 catches. But Shadyside minus 18 yards rushing the first half. And the Seminole defense, 4 sacks for 29 yards and losses. And at least 2 of those sacks recorded by Heath Wells.
And Heath is one of those emotional players where he just may bust it open here in the second half.
Shadyside going to throw it again. They'll throw it for Williams.
No good.
No good. Shoemaker and Cole over there. But again, the ball was just thrown a little too far for Williams.
Good pressure on the quarterback.
As we said, earlier there, with this kind of score, you feel that Shadyside is probably going to throw the ball, on nearly every play. And that front defensive people there of John Cecil, Robert Muntz, Tucker Roberts, Heath Wells, Adam Jones, that front five could just tee off and go after number 14.
That's when you got to love playing that position.
They'll go to the ground this time, Williams. Cecil has a hold of an ankle at about the 46-yard line. And maybe a little over penetration that time by Wells as he was coming hard off the ball. That's one as a nose guard. If you go the correct way, you're going to look good. If you go the wrong way, then you don't look so good. But thus far tonight, the most of the defensive front since about the start of the second quarter has looked real good. 3rd down and 7. Split backs, 2 wide receivers. Koenig to throw. Has some pressure,
he's down.
And trips and falls. And he's going to be down at the 40-yard line. And, that would go as negative yards rushing again. As Shadyside goes further and further in the hole as far as their rushing attack. As in high school football, a sack does count as negative yards to rushing. And we have a late flag. And somebody having something to say there that did not go over real well with the officials. And he'll come over to the side and report to the sideline what the problem was. And I'm sure Coach Grinch will not be happy with maybe not so much the call, but the young man who caused the call.
Caused the call, yes.
And one of the linemen appeared to say something there, and the head referee's flag went up. And this is 4th and about 28 yards to go. Nippert and Woodby are stacked and some pressure and nearly blocked. It's going to be out of bounds at the 50-yard line. Shoemaker putting pressure on, and I'm not sure if he got a hand on it or not.
Almost looked like he might have got a hand or at least rushed it.
But the kick out of bounds at the 50-yard line, and that punt did not even get to what was the original yardage to gain marker.
And again, the Noles with good position. They placed the ball about on the 49-yard line.
They'll put the ball at the 49-yard line, as you say, Dale, in Monroe Central territory. Derek Griffith is back to quarterback. It looked like he may have aggravated his hip injury before the end of the half, but it appears okay now. And it'd be sure nice to get some more action on the board and maybe get him out of there.
Let him rest the rest of the evening. Matt Cole doing a nice job last week.
This is Shoemaker.
Shoemaker. Good hole up that right side.
Across the 45-yard line. They'll put him down right on the 45-yard line. Shoemaker now going to come out of the lineup. And now the personnel is going to be a little messed up here, and the play is going to be a little late coming in from the sideline because of the change in personnel. Ben Miller also comes in.
Looks like Shoemaker holding that right arm a little gingerly there, so whether he may have suffered an injury to his right side, I'm not sure.
We'll look at the far side there and try to see what the deal was there, but now
Doc Snyder there working with him.
And we're going to have flags down. And fortunately there, you're going to get a 5-yard penalty for delay of game. And as the snap came, Miller was not set, so if it had not been the delay of game penalty, you were going to get the a motion penalty there as Miller was trying to fill the open spot there, and the personnel was just a little bit confused there with Shoemaker coming off and Miller coming on late. So the 5-yard penalty takes the ball back to the 49-yard line in Shadyside territory. And we're going to get a timeout by Monroe Central here. We're going to try to get the personnel straightened out. And when the depth is a little bit short, when you take one person out, then it takes a little bit of doing to get everybody in the correct position.
Yeah, so, looking over at the sideline there, Doc Snyder was looking at Shoemaker's arm. It looks like he's back and, moving it. Looks like he might have hit it on the elbow.
And just looking over at the sideline there is the huddle there in front of the bench. You can see Shoemaker has rejoined the huddle. So when we come back off this timeout, Johnny will probably be back on the field. But that's what you really hope against in a situation like this, as in any kind of injuries. Those backs have worked real hard. Coach Singleton, glad you could make it tonight. Where were you the first half? Oh, I thought maybe we just did well without you.
Harassment will get you nowhere,
It's a good thing Matt's a nice guy. 9:47 at that timeout. Now 2nd down and 9 after the penalty. Griffith will throw. And he's going downfield off his back foot.
Coming back to the ball, incomplete.
Tried to hit Woodby. And it looked like, Derek really throwing off his back foot. And I'm not sure if that's part of the, because of the hip injury, or if that's just, what happened in that situation. So now on 3rd down and 9. And we'll see if the Seminoles will go up top again. We really look for the passes to be few and far between here in the second half. But, here early in the 3rd quarter in a 9 yards to go situation, you need to get that first down to maintain possession. And Griffith will drop another pass. Screen. Shoemaker. A lot of room on the far side. He's going to have his first down. More. 35, 33-yard line. Just a little screen pass over in the right flat. Some blockers downfield. Shoemaker, a lot of room to run. That play is going to pick up 18 yards, I believe. So 2 completions tonight. He puts Griff over 50 yards passing. But again, a big first down to maintain possession inside 9.5 minutes remaining 3rd period. And what you really like to do here is get a score, and then start subbing a few people in. There's not a lot of depth over there, but there's some kids that have worked hard in practice, and sure they want to show what they can do.
Right, let them each get in, get a chance.
It'd be nice to get some guys some opportunity to play here as the night goes.
Shoemaker.
And Shoemaker will get a couple of yards near the 31-yard line.
This time coming to the left, and he does pick up possibly 3.
And we're standing here in this press box, inside, and it's extremely warm here. And you look over in the sideline, see some people, in shirt sleeves or with just their new Seminole sweatshirts on. And when you're this comfortable in the stands, as we said many times, just imagine what it's like down there with a helmet and shoulder pads on and playing
and
this
running
game.
Up and down, hitting.
But it's very, very hot. Griffith will throw. Fakes, going deep. Nippert as the intended receiver. Looks like
right off of the side of the
Gentile as the defender on Nippert, a freshman, and he had pretty decent coverage. The ball was overthrown. 3rd down and 7. But again, going deep, trying to get that first touchdown pass for Derek. And we've already thrown more in the second half than what I thought would probably happen. But this opportunity now to work on some things under game conditions that you really cannot simulate in practice.
Yes.
And here during the 3rd quarter, I think you really have to work on those things. So if there's any different plays here that you want to work on, this is the time. Looks like Nippert will line up in the backfield on this play. Motion man is Miller. They'll pitch to Nippert.
And somebody on.
He tried to cut back. It looked like Travis Williams had a hold of the leg, and Jesse was kind of a sitting duck there for the second man on the scene. So ball at the 31, no gain, 4th down and 7. The play coming in to the side is Griffith going to the sideline to get that play. Matt Cole is in at the wide receiver here for the last 2 plays with Nippert lined up at tailback. As Josh Jones has stepped to the sideline. Griffith drops the throw, sets up the screen, throws it to Shoemaker again.
Nice
steps away from one man.
He's got the first down.
Well, I've seen that before. with a guy with that number 44 on with the name of Shoemaker, putting the head down and running over some people.
Tackle made by Jason Johnson.
But a nice job by John. He's not going to sidestep any more people more than he has to. He's going to put the shoulder down and then run with power. And in that case there, it was the right thing to do. And made some nice yardage and gets his first down.
7:08. Ball in the 24-yard line, 23-yard line.
Shoemaker will go to the sideline and try to get a breather. Looks like he may be cramping up over there. And he has worked hard tonight with a lot of nice yardage. Second back is Woodby, and he's going to get a nice gain down inside the 20. He's going to be the 18-yard line.
Nipper down. Looks like he's got a cramp. It would be, as you said, nice move that last time.
And if people were with us last week, we talked quite a bit the second half about that possibility, and it was really quite surprising that there was not more problems with that last week than what really happened. And that's a credit to the coaches and the players for as hard as they've worked and being in good shape. And Shoemaker, went out, and now Nippert, was down briefly, now up and goes to the sideline. The clock back running now, less than 6.5. Shoemaker back in the game. Double tight end, wing to the right. A power formation, this will be Shoemaker. He'll try to bounce to the outside, get to the 15.
Tackle made by Kurt.
He's short of the first down, I believe.
Short
third down and a couple. But again, a nice drive here by the Seminoles after making that initial stop defensively and getting the ball back on the punt. Have taken a lot of time off the clock. We're less than 6 minutes remaining in the third quarter. And the Seminoles have scored 5 times in 6 possessions, I believe, thus far tonight, all in the first half. Griffith will give to Jones.
Josh Jones cuts it back. Should have the
first down.
It appears
that Jones has his first down near the 10.
Josh Jones, the ball carrier.
As we said, Josh Jones over 100 yards by our count in the first half. So, adding a few more yards on that, and Shoemaker, maybe up near the 100 yards now also. And, you look at now probably what is in the neighborhood of 300 yards rushing by the Seminoles. And after getting less than 50 last week, that's quite an accomplishment.
There's quite a difference in the team.
I think that has a little bit to do with it. There's a pass loose for Nippert.
He does pick it up.
And Jesse's going to get back to the 20-yard line. He's going to turn that into a 10-yard loss, maybe an 8-yard loss. But that didn't look good from the beginning.
No, it didn't.
It almost looked like the Nippert was not expecting the ball. When the pitch came back, it's just almost like that he didn't see the ball coming or wasn't looking for it, and the ball rolled back. But at least Jesse able to get on the ball and keep the play from resulting in a turnover. So at least it is a turnover, or it's not a turnover. 8-yard loss. So that'll take away from that rushing total, as Nipper will get a minus 8 yards on that carry. But second down now. The ball at the 20-yard line.
And off Josh Jones up the middle.
Looks like Jones gets about 5 of those yards back at the 15. And the clock continuing to run as we've now went inside 5 minutes in the third period. And I said just a moment ago, a nice job of time-consuming type offense here in the third quarter, as that is chewing a lot of time off. So even if they don't get to the end zone, they've accomplished one thing, and that's taking time off the clock. They'll go unbalanced to the right, fake to Jones. Nipper wants Griffith to throw, and incomplete. The intended receiver appeared to be Miller. Griffith's pass just a little bit long, as they went play action pass out of an unbalanced type set. And it's been something that's been good so far. And we're going to get something that we haven't seen a lot of the last couple of years, and that's a field goal attempt. If memory serves me right, we did not see a Seminole field goal attempt at any time last year. So a chance to work on what will be a lengthy field goal. Just talked here a day this week at school, maybe it was even today, with Darren Grubb about the possibilities of that. I know he was anxious to do that. And they'll put it down at the 22. It'll be a 32-yard attempt from the left hash. He was hitting from there Thursday night in practice. The kick is down.
It's low, but
not good.
Oh, not good.
A little bit to the left. Had enough distance, but just a little bit wide to the left. So no points out of this possession. So 4:08 remaining third period. Seminoles come up empty. Only for the second time tonight they've had the ball and not been in the end zone. But when you have a 22 point lead, that's important
it's
to
not
take
as
some
big a
time
deal
off
as
the
it was
clock.
earlier.
So Shadyside has the ball now on their own 20-yard line. Here they go. Again, probably the ball in the air by the Tigers. Their freshman Koenig, may have a sore arm by the time this one's over. He'll fake the delay. He's going deep. It's way overthrown.
Nippert,
and
closest
Nippert
man
had the
to it.
chance. Number 26. Where'd our program go, Dale? That's John Bobeck, just a sophomore. It seems like so many of the people that come up and involved in plays for the Tigers, freshmen and sophomores. So, maybe the future bodes well. But it sure looks like they're going to go to 0-2. And year in, year out, Shadyside Tigers play one of the more difficult small school schedules in the OVAC. They have games left with Bellsville, Belair St. John's, and Bishop Donahue, I believe. And I'd have to look at that schedule, but usually some pretty good people on that schedule.
Quick handoff inside.
Nice job by the Seminole front line, stopping that.
Travis Williams carrying that one. Inside we have Tucker Roberts, and didn't see the number of the other player.
As hard as I just
pick up.
Just looking here, Dale, at the Shadyside schedule. Next week, Bellsville, at Bellsville, followed by Wheeling Central, Blair St. John's, Barnesville, Wellsville, Union Local, Bridgeport, and River.
Wow.
Not too many breathers on that
place
schedule.
To breathe there.
And year in, year out, Shadyside plays a very good schedule. And maybe they are paying that price over the years. Koenig to throw, and we have whistles.
Whistles everywhere.
And we had Tucker Roberts about to bear down on the quarterback, but we had a whistle at the snap. And that
the man in the white hat
is a penalty against the offense.
See what the good guy has to say, the guy with the white hat.
You can see at the corner of the screen. Johnny Cecil trying to stretch out.
Stretching out.
Is again that heat taking a toll on these kids that are on the field offensively and defensively and on most special teams. But once that ball is put in play, that those guys are going full go. And every time you see Johnny start to stretch, you just hope it's not the knee giving him problems. 3rd down, 16 after the penalty. Koenig to throw.
Lots of pressure.
He's rolling. And throws it to nobody. Looks like Johnson trying to come back for the ball.
I believe Josh Jones.
Josh Jones also making a dive at it. We have a flag in the backfield. Tucker Roberts and someone else, in pursuit of the quarterback Koenig. We'll see what the penalty is. It's a holding call against the offense, and it's a personal foul against the offense. So we'll see what Coach Acosta does there. He'll probably take one of those. And Coach Grinch is going to try to get an explanation from the officials here, just what's going on here, because he's not real happy, I'm sure, with some of the things going on. Because his players, with an unsportsmanlike call and a personal foul, and he gets the explanation from the official. And we'll see what the call is as far as the penalties. Holding call is declined. The personal foul is declined, and it will be 4th down. And in that case, that's the move to make as you get the ball back.
The Seminoles, get the ball back in good field
not give them another opportunity, obviously.
Last time we pressure the ball. See what we do here.
Well, in this situation, really hate to see guys putting pressure on, trying to block a punt. Set up a good return for Woodby or Nippert. The kick away, and this is a nice kick. Nippert back at his own 36-yard line. He tries to get outside and be pulled down, at the 44-yard line. Number 30, I believe, Keith Glasser.
Another
And finally,
glass.
a senior stepping in for the Tigers there. 5'7", 140-pound senior, 2-year letterman. Had a hold of the jersey and pulling Nippert down, not able to get away. So again, pretty good field position. They'll put it at the Seminole 43-yard line. 2:58 left in the third quarter. The score is the same as what it's been since the half at 34-12. Shadyside with 12 points in the first quarter and very little offense since after that big 70-yard pass play.
Yes.
Griffith gives to Shoemaker.
Shoemaker.
And
And
tried to bounce outside, but number 32 had a hold of him. That is Donnie Van Dyke, a sophomore. And we've got a man down. And again, the muscle cramps for Shoemaker.
We would like to welcome the area media to tonight's contest. The Times leader, the Intelligencer, WDNV radio.
At this point in the game, Dale, I'll tell you, when you're working hard offensively and defensively, that's a tired young man out there along with some of his teammates. But we'll get a look there at the Doc Snyder and his assistants out there. Looks like Dr. Jones, Dr. Cecil. Dr. McIntyre also there.
Dr. Cole.
Well, it is about a two-man job. A lot of times you get that a cramp out. The best way to do is, as you see, get the leg up in the air and bend the toe back. And it even appears from this vantage point that probably both legs are cramping up. Let's give credit also to Dr. McConnell, also out there, the Seminole manager.
Everybody's involved.
But say when you've got both legs cramping up, you need somebody to hold the leg up and somebody to pull the toe back and somebody to massage the muscle. And we're going to get Coach Withrow coming out with some ice, and they're going to take some time.
Okay, Coach, we kept some time there, but Shoemaker going off, after they spent a good while in the middle of the field there massaging out those sore aching muscles. Well, and any of you that have had cramps, you know exactly how that feels.
We said something last week about, in the score of the situation, keeping a kid out, but, I would not be at all surprised to see Johnny back out there at some time, but I can also understand if he doesn't. Ben Miller gets his second carry. Looks like about 2 or 3 yards. And
kind of a counter play to this side.
Not quite the success. Not quite the success of Miller on his first carry, which went 42 yards for a touchdown. But let's get some carries to some of these other guys. Like Nippert in the backfield, Miller would be, and work on the clock a little bit more as we go to 2:06 left, clock running, third period.
Yeah, the game that went so quickly in the first quarter, is kind of dragging now.
And what the adjustment by the Seminoles, Josh Jones will go back to his position of last year of fullback. Miller will be the tailback, would be the slot. And Griffith wants to throw. He's hit hard. The ball's going to be well underthrown. He was hit hard by number 49. That's Larry Falbo, another freshman for the Tigers. And that was quite a hit put on Nippert. On Griffith.
On Griffith, yes.
As underthrowing Nippert, and Derek off kind of slow and hobbling to the sideline as he took probably the hardest hit he's taken thus far tonight. 1:41 left, and it will be a punting situation. Heath Wells again will punt. Line of scrimmage being the 45.
Heath Wells in punt formation.
Good snap back by Roberts. The kick away is high, short, over to the right. It's going to hit and take a great roll inside the 25-yard line near the 20. And it didn't look real good coming off the foot, but that's going to be a 35-yard punt with no return.
Got a favorable roll. There's only 1:29 left in this third quarter. 34 to 12.
Tigers begin at their own 21-yard line.
I think some of our TV crews down here, Channel 9 and Channel 7,
Channel 7.
you may have come in here at halftime, and they missed all the excitement of the first half with 7 touchdowns being scored, and they didn't get here, I believe, till halftime, and they may not have a lot of things to take back. Adam Farnsworth in at linebacker. Shoemaker stays out.
Williams.
Jones will run it. Williams. Jones there along with Tucker Roberts, I believe.
And Matt Cole, I believe. Also.
I was looking there.
Somebody had a hold of his legs.
Shoemaker is staying out of the game now as he's getting attention on the far sideline, and it's an opportunity for someone else to play a little bit, and right now that someone is number 42, Adam Farnsworth, a junior, who will team with Jones at linebacker. And we'll also see number 16 is Jim Amato is now in at quarterback. And Amato will throw. He'll complete it in the middle. And that's
Cole and Farnsworth on the stop.
Number 34, Adam Hartley, a senior on the reception. Farnsworth and Cole making that stop, but it will be a first
just
down.
Went in the middle of the backfield and waited there. And quarterback Amato delivering the nice ball.
This series, Amato, 6'2", 175-pound sophomore. He finished the year last year as the Tiger quarterback during his freshman year. So, a couple of nice throwing quarterbacks that the Tigers possess. He'll give to O'Donnell, wide left. He has running blockers. And another first down. So this Shadyside team, with no quit at 34 to 12, they have put together back-to-back first downs, and they're going to try to establish something. So this cannot make Coach Singleton and the other defensive coaches real happy on the sideline to see a team put together 2 successive first downs after you've done a nice job defensively and held them to probably negative yardage over the last, almost 2 full quarters. And that will end period number 3. And we'll have the same score as we did at halftime, and that is Monroe Central 34, Shadyside 12.
As time passes, your needs change. Woodsfield Savings and Loan has changed to meet those needs. At the Woodsfield Savings Bank, we know your schedule requires a drive-through and night deposit box. You want convenient parking, direct deposit, and automatic payments. At our new location on State Route 78, we want to meet your needs for a home mortgage, car loan, checking, and savings account. Our name and location have changed, but we're still here to serve our community and to help you to grow. The Woodsfield Savings Bank. As always, Woodsfield True Value has lots of things on sale for fall cleanup. Stop in today to check out the bargains. While you're there, see their new display of kitchen and bath cabinetry, vanities, sinks, and countertops. Save up to 65% off the suggested list price of selected styles of cabinets. Choose from white laminate, oak, hickory, cherry, or maple wood, and choose from a variety of styles and materials in vanities and countertops. At Woodsfield True Value, help with your new kitchen or bath is just around the corner.
Period number 4 will get underway with Amato back to throw. Has some pressure. It's knocked loose by Cecil. Shadyside will recover as he had the ball back ready to throw it. John Cecil, with his pressure from the outside, able to reach in and knock it away. Shadyside able to fall back on the ball. Now second down and 14. As I looked over on the sideline during that timeout, it almost looked like a battlefield over there with 2 or 3 different Seminoles down getting stretched out to try to get rid of some cramps.
Yeah, the weather is taking its toll again this evening.
3 receivers to the right as Amato will drop to throw. He's getting some pressure, and he's hit
hard.
Darren Grubb made the hit, and right there with him was Wells and some other people. We'll give that sack to Darren Grubb as he put quite a hit on the quarterback Amato, clear back at the 39-yard line. And as we said earlier in the game, this is when those defensive guys can just start licking their chops. They can take off and go for that quarterback.
Somebody.
And Grubb has not played a lot of defense tonight, but he's been out and in, and he made his presence known on that play. Grubb 4 for 4 on extra point kicks tonight. So back to the 39-yard line. Amato still under center. 3rd and 25. Amato to throw. Again, here comes the pressure. He's going to scramble. He'll be hit and pulled down at midfield. Wells and Farnsworth on the play. Also Josh Jones and Cole involved in the play. The 10, 11-yard pickup. Again, some Seminoles up slow. Cole and Wells both very slow to their feet. Again, the clock's still running as we went inside 9:50. 4th down from midfield, 4th and 14. Shadyside will obviously go for it, down 22 points. 3 receivers wide right. Amato to throw. Here comes some pressure again from Roberts.
Tucker Roberts.
And gets away. He's got some running room and hit Josh Jones, and Miller, I believe, was on that play on the sideline. Josh Jones still down as he's up very slowly, but it will be Monroe Central ball as he cut back to the open field, but Jones coming a long way from his linebacker spot and making that play.
Looked like we had him deep in his backfield, but quickly got away. Amato being very elusive, but not enough for the first down. 9:21. It'll be 1st and 10 Seminoles.
And that's a credit to the secondary. They must have had the receivers well covered.
Yes.
So Griffith still under center.
Right now they just want to run the football and wear off some time and get
Quick hit.
Here comes
Nice
Jones.
open.
He's going to have 10, 11 yards on that first yard carry where Johnson will make the tackle along with number 30, Glasser. And it will, well, it should be a first down, but I don't think the officials made the signal, so the chain crew's just going to go ahead and move. We move inside 9 minutes. Second back, Nippert in the backfield, nothing going.
Nothing there.
So he'll lose some yardage.
74 on the stop. Gentile? No, Danny Hall, number 74.
So that's going to be 2nd down and 12 as they'll mark that with a loss of 2 yards. Nippert will now check out. As Matt Cole will be in at the wide receiver, Jones the fullback, Woodby, and Miller the halfbacks. They'll give it to Woodby. He'll spin away and not have much running room. Looks like number 5, Clark, come up and made a pretty good hit on that play. Woodby will get...
Woodby with a nice spin move, but there was somebody there just waiting on him.
Woodby gets a yard at the 42-yard line, 3rd and 11. Heath Wells will come in and get a play here offensively. We haven't seen much, if anything, from Heath as far as offensive opportunities. So he'll get a chance here to play a little bit on the offensive line. Miller will go to the tailback position. Griffith the throw. Underthrown. Interception.
Number 5.
And that is Clark, I believe. Corey Clark, a junior, making the play to intercept that pass. So we'll get the defensive personnel set and see if we get some substitutions. Now it's 7:05. You really, in a situation like this, don't do a lot of subbing defensively until the other team does a lot of subbing in their offense. And it's really going to be hard, for Monroe Central to do a lot of offensive subbing, with very few sophomores, very few freshmen, and really a very physically small group of players also.
Yes. And you don't want kids in there to get hurt, on a Friday night.
You cannot put kids in a situation where, they cannot succeed or something may happen.
Yes.
Tucker Roberts and Muntz, I believe, on that tackle of Williams at the 35-yard line. Second down and...
Gain of 4, I think they've marked.
Looks like 2nd and 6. We see Shoemaker is back on the field at his linebacker spot. I was about to say, tell Johnny go ahead and take the rest of the day off. Big day playing tomorrow, John. Get some rest. Amato gives to Williams. Far side, out of bounds.
Close to the 3rd down, but I believe he's going to be short.
A lot of white shirts over there. Really couldn't tell who was in on the tackle. Put it to the 38-yard line, 3rd and 3. Less than 6 minutes. Very near the sideline, but must have been in bounds as the clock is still running. In a game like this, officials tend to, if there's any doubt, to keep the clock winding.
Yes.
And again, we can't see the out-of-bounds line over there, so we'll trust that he was in bounds. 3rd and 2. Amato wants to throw.
Looking,
and he's
pressure, he's down.
And dropped. Robert Muntz.
Number 62. Another nice job of Robert Muntz. 5 minutes, 20 seconds, clock running.
So Shadyside will put their punt team in. Travis Williams will punt the ball away on his 4th and 8. Nippert will go deep. Woodby will line up about 10 yards in front of him. Kicks a low line drive. Woodby will catch the short, and he has a running room on the side.
Yes.
Midfield 45, 41-yard line. Jason Johnson tackle, and that's what you need in the secondary. Low line drive kick, catch it. Don't let it hit the ground because it's going to roll.
Yeah.
Woodby getting the ball, returning it neighborhood of 15 yards to the 41-yard line. They'll put him close to the 40-yard line. 4:46 remaining in the game. So again, the wishbone. We've seen a lot of that formation in this game.
John Shoemaker in the backfield, and
Shoemaker gets the ball. He'll be hit at the line by number 45, Sean Grinch, another freshman. A very young Tiger team. Shoemaker will now go out of the game. Yeah, well, I'm thinking of it before we run out of time here and have to hustle to get out of here. There will be a home reserve game on Monday night. Shadyside to play. That's provided something doesn't happen where they're not able to field a team, but it appears that everything will be okay as far as that reserve game on Monday. Pick your starting time. Probably 5:30, 5 o'clock. Shadyside's program listed at 5:15, but we'll say 5:30. Griffith on the outside. And he'll get a first down.
First down plus. Nice job that time, faking the handoff to Jones. That's the 2nd or 3rd time we've seen Griff with the ball this evening. We saw some of that last year.
Very similar to, I believe it was at St. Mary's last year where Griffith got outside and got a touchdown late in the game with the younger group at the end of the St. Mary's game. And Derek has some nice speed and able to get outside, pick up the first down now, take some more time off this clock, which has went down to 3:35 and running.
Soon start talking about next week, Coach. It's a big week for well, Monroe County, actually. Handoff.
Woodby gets the ball.
Another first down.
First down to the 15. Josh Woodby.
Had Josh on the show last week. You know, very nice young man. Getting a chance here, picking up the first down. But next week, Coach, we have, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, River Pilots.
Yes, River will be in the first of 2 successive home games.
And the first of TV7 coverage. TV7 will have that game. That'll be their game of the week, and that should be a biggie.
And it should be a big crowd. We can expect the Pilots to come in at 2-0 as they won against Meadowbrook a week ago, and I'm sure they were able to win against Federal Hawking on this Friday night.
Handoff.
Adam Farnsworth. And a fullback, and he's going to lose 3 yards. Less than 3 minutes remaining. And the first win of the year is sure nice to get. And, you know, with a comfortable margin, you know, nice job by the offense. We pick up our first win.
And we were talking at halftime, Coach, you know, it gives you a little more idea of just how good the team that we played last week was. You know, done a nice job here against Shadyside, but it's certainly not the quality football team of a Magnolia.
David Forrest in at split end as Farnsworth gets the carry.
Straight ahead.
And I was going to say there, before that play, this gives the Seminoles their first win under new principal, Sam Shoemaker. We'll get some younger guys in the game now as the JV offense will come in the game and get a couple of snaps. And it's just difficult, you know, to get some of these guys in the game. You know, and you really, you know, with the reserve game on Monday, you know, you don't necessarily want to make a lot of changes here on Friday night. Ryan Burkhart is the quarterback. He'll give to the front man. And again, I've lost the ball carrier. It may have been Farnsworth again. You know, Dustin Rose is in, one of the running backs. We've just got changed. Adam Jones going to get some plays. And we see Davey McKee in at running back on this play along with Eric Brown, a couple of freshmen. Brad Ludwig was in for that play, now checks out. Preston Kilburn in at one of the end positions.
Big time for the young kids. Handoff. I believe that was Adam Jones, was it not?
I believe so. Number 70, Randall Seifert in at one of the line positions. Along with number 71, Dan Harris. Number 55, Nick Tennant in. Number 51. Somebody's changed numbers on us.
Stopping the clock here at 46 seconds with...
51 might be Tom Harris. That clock is inside 45 seconds. And that was a fourth down play as I lost track of the downs trying to check the roster. And I don't know, we may have missed some people. But it is 46 seconds on the change of possession with the clock stopped. You know, JV defense in. Shadyside also with some JV players in. Seminoles only with 10 players on the field. Ryan Burkhart will now hustle out to be their 11th player. Amato hands off to number 45, Sean Grinch.
He's stopped there by 42, which I believe is Farnsworth.
Farnsworth on the tackle. Ball at the 19-yard line, 30 seconds, clock running. Well, scored the second half, but you know, Seminoles able to do a lot of damage in the first half, a lot of yards rushing, and it's kind of what you wanted to do coming in as far as the ground game and establishing this, the offense, and a nice job. Amato will hand off. The ball is loose. It looks like the Seminoles
ball
will make the recovery.
So 8 seconds left. Dave Forrest making that call.
Adam Farnsworth has made the recovery with 8 seconds left. So one more snap, Seminoles 1-1 on the year, awaiting the River Pilots.
And that's always an
Friday
exciting game. You know, River Pilots coming to town, another Monroe County team, and put it all on the line next week.
Career victory number 194 for Coach Costa.
And
Farnsworth gets the handoff. Gets to the 15-yard line, and time will run out.
Last play of the game, Coach.
And over the years, it's not been very easy when you come to Shadyside and play. And even last year when the Tigers were down, it was a hard-fought 2017 win at home. But this one was all Seminoles as they have weathered the heat and done a great job offensively and defensively and have beaten the Shadyside Tigers 34-12.
Yeah, another nice performance by the entire team and coaching staff. Coach, another great job. You know, you always do a great job. And I want to put a special thanks. You know, my wife had to be at a wedding rehearsal tonight, and so Jason Jones came in. He's doing the camera work here the second, third, and fourth quarter. Did an outstanding job, Jason. Thank you a lot. He's going to be doing some more of our stuff, so you'll be seeing him around.
The next 2 weeks, you know, we just have to make sure we get Jason a press box pass so he can join us the next couple of weeks.
That's right.
And just wanted to quickly mention, you know, next week I think is junior high night, an opportunity to introduce the junior high players prior to the game, and in 2 weeks on Friday night when Caldwell comes to town, that will be homecoming. You know, that's upon us very quickly.
Already.
So a lot of things to happen the next 2 weeks at home. You like having 3 of the first 4 at home, but the only problem with that is that means
then you have to go
3 of the last 4 you have to go on the road. But
exactly,
one step at a time. Great job. You know, and the River Pilots going to come in next year or next week as a very good team. You know, so you know, be there.
Be there. We're going to take it out of here, folks. We'll see you next week. Have a good week.